JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. Manchester businesswoman and two relatives arrested in major arms shipment probe. The Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, FNID, swooped down on the community of Kingston in Manchester on Wednesday and arrested a bar operator who allegedly collected 2 barrels at a wharf in Kingston containing an arms shipment from the United States. 2 male relatives of the woman were reportedly questioned and taken into custody in relation to the probe, which began when the shipment was intercepted earlier this month. This was confirmed by Superintendent Sam Blake, who heads the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division. 2 barrels with 17 illegal guns were reportedly cleared by the woman. Residents of Kingston said they were shocked to see the security forces who blanketed the community. A resident who did not want to be named said she was disappointed that the woman was allegedly mixed up in the gun bust and that the incident left a stigma in the area. Look where you're selling man if you kill them one yard and for rob people. Police go over the yard and find 1 barrel of gun where she sell. It come from some address of Florida to she. A whole heap of police running upon here yesterday. Them take she and the little relative. She at the station and them at the station, the community member said. It is understood that the suspect operates a bar in the area and recently lost her father. She just lost her father last month and now she get herself in trouble. The incident is like wildfire in the community. Everybody talk about it. A peer police come down here, another resident said. St. Catherine man gets suspended sentence for causing death of 2-year-old girl in crash. St. Catherine motorist Myron Owens, who pleaded guilty in the circuit court to causing the death of a 2-year-old girl in a vehicular crash, has been sentenced to 3 years imprisonment, suspended for 2 years. In handing down sentence on Thursday, Justice Bertram Morrison noted that the community report stated that Owens was not literate, yet he was the holder of a driver's license at the time of the incident. The judge ruled that the license be revoked until Owens is qualified to obtain one. Owens' attorney Kemoy McEachron said the defense was pleased that the accused benefited from a non-custodial sentence. The court heard that on July 23, 2022, the accused was driving a motor car when it got out of control and pinned 4 people to a wall. When the vehicle was moved, 2-year-old Crystal Brown was dead, the others were hospitalized. An investigation by the St. Catherine Traffic Department resulted in Owens being charged with manslaughter, but he subsequently pleaded guilty to causing death by dangerous driving. St. James reported improved response time, resulting in greater success in crime control. The St. James police are reporting significant improvements in the time it takes for them to respond to incidents. Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels, commanding officer for the division, pointed to the falling of a robbery to supermarket on Church Street in Montego Bay earlier this month as evidence of the improved response time. 2 policemen were wounded in that incident. Superintendent Samuels said the police have also been paying special attention to traffic management in the city.
And if you recognize the incidents that have occurred, our response time is way below 5 minutes. In fact, for the incident in the township, within seconds, we had that team responding. Unfortunately, officers got injured, but fortunately, a unit was there within less than a minute to bring those persons to the hospital to save the lives of those officers. So I believe that we are far advanced in terms of how we are operating in terms of the traffic, movement of traffic. And I can tell you that we will continue to ensure that leading up to our big events like Sunfest and others, we will ensure that the traffic continues to move very smoothly in the parish.
St. Mary men facing gun and lottery scam charges. 2 St. Mary men have been slapped with gun and lottery scam charges following an operation in Tremelsworth and the Dean Pen districts, both in Highgate in the parish on Thursday. They are 26-year-old Delroy Simmons and a 22-year-old Chadwick Higgins. Simmons has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon. Higgins has been charged with possession of identity information. The police say that sometime between 5 and 7:45 a.m. on Thursday, lawmen were on an operation in Tremelsworth when they searched a premises occupied by Simmons. The police say 2 imitation guns resembling a pistol and a revolver, along with accessories such as a magazine, plastic pellets, and spent casings, were found during the search. In the second incident, lawmen were in Dean Pen, where another premises occupied by Higgins was searched. During that search, A laptop and a mobile phone containing multiple Microsoft Excel documents suspected to be linked to lottery scamming activities were seized. The documents contained contact information for individuals in the United States. Additionally, almost 725,000 Jamaican dollars, 500 US dollars, and 20 Canadian dollars were found in Higgins' possession. Westmoreland man charged with murder. A man from Westmoreland has been charged with murder after allegedly stabbing another man in the chest during an argument which led to his demise. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Darrell Thomas, a bartender on Whitehall Avenue in the parish. The accused, 31-year-old Sadisi Johnson, also known as TJ, resides in Whitehall, Negril. According to reports, around 12:50 a.m. on Saturday, March 15, Thomas and Johnson were at an establishment when a dispute developed between the two. During the altercation, Johnson allegedly used a knife to stab Thomas to the right side of his chest. Thomas collapsed and fell to the ground, the report said. A team of police in the area quickly responded and apprehended Johnson, who was reportedly armed with a kitchen knife with what appeared to be a blood stain. Thomas was rushed to the hospital, where he succumbed to his injury while undergoing treatment. Johnson was formally charged on Wednesday, March 26. His court date is being finalized. Are you living abroad, or do you have a family member or friend who is eager to pay taxes in Jamaica? Stay tuned. This feature is just for you.
Taxes might seem complicated, especially if you're living abroad. But as a Jamaican citizen or resident, it's essential to stay compliant no matter where you are in the world. Let's dive into what you need to know about filing taxes in Jamaica while living overseas. First things first, who exactly needs to file taxes in Jamaica? Whether you're self-employed, have multiple sources of income, or even run a business, the tax filing requirements apply to you.
If you have a business here, you rent a property, or you have assets for which you earn an income from, and among other things, you are required to file a return even if you're living overseas.
Even if you're abroad, your tax responsibilities remain unchanged. So what exactly do you need to file your taxes in Jamaica? The documents required depend on your type of business or income.
We need a bank statement. We need a profit and loss account, a financial statement, invoices, receipts, expenses. The list is not too much. It depends on the activity that you are in. So maybe you are a taxi operator or you operate a restaurant, then you need income and expenses. But whatever documents, proper records are important for tax filing. If you produce those and you're overseas, it would mean that you now have to upload them to our website as proof to what you just filed.
If you work in another country for a few months, your income from that country must also be reported in Jamaica. Your worldwide income now comes into play, meaning you must account from earnings from every source.
So you are a Jamaican tax resident if you are ordinarily resident here for 183 days. You are resident. Now, if you go abroad and you work 3 months, and you work in another jurisdiction another 3 months, your income is not only originated in Jamaica here, but you have some from America, some from Canada, some from the Caribbean. Your worldwide income now comes into play, whereby you are required to account for all those income from the different sources.
Jamaica's tax system operates on a self-assessed basis. This means you're responsible for reporting your income and ensuring that everything is accurate.
You're allowed to have the discretion to tell the government and people of Jamaica through a tax return how much you earn for the year from any source locally as well as internationally.
So when should you file? All Jamaican residents are required to file their taxes annually by March 15th. But paying taxes isn't just a requirement, it also brings personal benefits.
First of all, one global benefit is that as a Jamaican, the feeling of filing and making your payments is supporting national development, such as healthcare, education, infrastructure, and security, and of course to fund the government's national program. So then secondly, there are individual benefits now, and that is most Jamaicans would like to have what we call their NHD benefit.
One last thing to remember, if you're working abroad and taxes aren't automatically deducted from your income, you must file a tax return in Jamaica. Even if taxes are deducted in the country where you are working, filing in Jamaica is still necessary for full compliance,
so that all the statutory deduction can be done. If they are deducted, then you still need to file your declaration or your tax return, as we call it here in Jamaica, so that it can be declared. Some persons may have income while abroad here in Jamaica.
Staying compliant with your tax obligations is essential, no matter where life takes you. Visit Tax Administration Jamaica's website at www.jamaicatax.gov.jm to file your taxes.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.